Welcome to Straight Talk Africa, live from the Voice of America studios here in Washington. It's Wednesday, August 10th. I am Shaka Ssali. Today, we'll discuss the challenges that face humanitarian aid organizations in the famine crisis in the Horn of Africa. Insurgents and a lack of money are aggravating relief efforts in famine-hit areas of Somalia. A second UN aid drop in Mogadishu comes Thursday. Despite reports Al-Shabaab rebels have ceased fighting in the capital and been offered amnesty by the transitional government, aid workers can't reach many of the needy. VOA's Aurora Bowman has more on the story.
UNHCR flew aid into Somalia's war-torn capital Monday for the first time in 5 years. Somalia is battling a devastating drought that is causing widespread famine and has sent refugees fleeing across borders.
Today is the first of 3 such airlifts. The second will be on Thursday with exactly the same cargo, and the next one will be next week, when it will also include high-energy biscuits, which will be used to feed malnourished children.
The airlift comes just days after the Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab withdrew from the Somali capital, weakened by government forces. Al-Shabaab had banned most foreign aid groups from operating in areas under its control, and that included most of the famine zone. Government troops were emboldened.
We are prepared to continue fighting until we get Al-Shabaab out of Somalia.
Meantime, Jill Biden, the wife of U.S. Vice President Joe Biden, toured the Dadaab refugee camps in eastern Kenya, where tens of thousands of Somali refugees have streamed in recent weeks.
One of the reasons to be here is just to ask Americans and people worldwide, the global community, the human family, if they could just reach a little bit deeper into their pockets and give money to help these poor people, these poor mothers and children, because these children are dying along the way. The mothers are bringing their children from Somalia, walking sometimes 15, 20, 25 days, and they lose their children along the way. The children die. So what I'm asking is for Americans just to maybe reach out and help, and because the situation here is dire.
Mrs. Biden's comments come as the United States ramps up its efforts to provide more drought and food aid to East Africa.
We have a small window to reach those in need or risk the additional deaths of several hundred thousand. We're looking at about a 6 to 8 week window.
USAID's Nancy Lindborg says the long-term goal is to build resilience and food security in communities that face drought over and over again.
We've strengthened early warning systems, we've supported ongoing safety net and community protection programs, and worked to increase productivity in arid lands.
Help comes too late for this woman, who has lost 4 of her 5 children to famine. She mourns by their graves.
Death is inevitable, but the surprise was how suddenly I lost them, in less than 24 hours.
Aid workers have repeatedly warned that an immediate response to famine is critical. U.S. estimates say more than 29,000 children under age 5 have died in southern Somalia alone. Laurel Bowman, VOA News, Washington.